Israel stayed at Shittim, and there the people began whoring with the women of Moab. These women invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, where the people ate and bowed down to their gods. With Israel thus joined with Baal Por, the anger of Adonai blazed up against Israel. Adonai said to Moshe, "Take all the chiefs of the people and hang them facing the sun before Adonai, so that the raging fury of Adonai will turn away from Israel." Moshe said to the judges of Israel, "Each of you is to be put to death, those in the tribe who have joined themselves to Baal Por." Just then, in the sight of Moshe and the whole community of Israel, as they were weeping at the entrance of the tent of meeting, a man from Israel came by, bringing to his family a woman from Midian. When Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the Kohen, saw it, he got up from the middle of the crowd, took a spear in his hand, and pursued the man from Israel right into the inner part of the tent, where he thrust his spear through both of them, the man of Israel and the woman through her stomach. Thus was the plague among the Israel stopped. Nevertheless, 24,000 people died in the plague. Adonai said to Moshe, "Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the Kohen, has deflected my anger from the people of Israel by being as zealous as I am, so that I didn't destroy them in my own zeal. Therefore say, I am giving him my covenant of shalom, making a covenant with him and his descendants after him, that the office of Kohen will be theirs forever. This is because he was zealous on my behalf of his God and made atonement for the people of Israel. The name of the man from Israel who was killed, put to death with the woman from Midian, was Zimri, the son of Salu, leader of one of the clans of the tribe of Shimon. The name of the woman from Midian who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur, and he was the head of the people of the clans of Midian. Adonai said to Moshe, "Treat the Midianim as enemies and attack them, because they are treating you as enemies by the trickery they used to deceive you in the Por incident and in the affair of their sister Cosbi, the daughter of the leader of the Midian, the woman who was killed in the day of the plague Por incident, after the plague." Adonai said to Moshe and Eleazar, the son of Aaron the Kohen, "Take a census of the entire assembly of the people of Israel 20 years old and over, by their ancestral clans, all who are subject to military service in Israel." Moshe and Eleazar the Kohen spoke with them on the plains of Moab by the Yarden across from Jericho, explaining, "Those 20 years old and over, who came out of the land of Egypt, as Adonai ordered Moshe and the people of Israel." The census result began with Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. The descendants of Reuben were of Hanoch, the family of Hanoki, of Palu, the family of Palui, of Hezron, the family of Hezroni, of the Carmi, the family of Carmi. These were the families of Reuveni, and them were counted 43,730. The sons of Palu, Aliv, the son of Aliv, Nemuel, Datan, and Avram. These are the same Datan and Avram, men of reputation in the community, who rebelled against Moshe and Aaron in Korach's group, when they rebelled against Adonai, and the earth opened up its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korach. When that group died, the fire consumed 250 men, and they became a warning sign. However, the sons of Korach did not die. The descendants of Shimon by their families were of Nemuel, the family of Nemueli, of Yarmin, and the family of Yamarni, of Yechan, the family of Yechani, and Zerach, the family of Zerachi, and Shaul, the family of Shali. These were the family of Shimeoni. 22,200. The descendants of Gad by their families were of Zephon, the family of Zephani, of Hagi, the family of Hagi, of Shoni, the family of Shoni, of Ozni, the family of Ozni, of Eri, the family of Eri, of Arad, the family of Aradi, and of Areli, the family of Areli. These are the families of the sons of Gad according to them, counted of them 40,500. The sons of Yehuda, first Er and Onan. But Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Yehuda who had descendants were of Shelah, the family of Sheleni, of Peretz, the family of Peretzi, and of Zerach, the family of Zerachi. The sons of Peretz were of Hortzron, the family of Hotrani, and of Humel, the family of Humeli. These are the families of Yehuda, according to those counted of them 76,500. The descendants of Yisachar, by their families, were of Tola, and the family of Tooli, of Puva, and the family of Puni, of Yeshuv, the family of Yeshuvi, and of Shimron, the family of Shimroni. These are the families of the Yisachar, according to those counted of them 64,300. The descendants of Zebulun, by their families, were of Sarid, the families of Sardi, of Elon, the family of Ardani, and of Yechlel, the family of Yechleli. These are the families of the Zebuluni, according to those counted of them 60,500. The sons of Joseph, by their families, were Menashah and Ephraim. The descendants of Menashah were of Machir, the family of the Mechari. Machir was the father of Gilead. Of the Gilead, the family of Gileadi. These are the descendants of the Gilead of Lizir, the family of Ezir. Of Hilech, the family of Hilechi. Of Eserel, the family of Esereli. Of Shechem, the family of Shechemi. Of Shmida, the family of Shmidai, and of Hefer, the family of Hefri. Zulchad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but did have daughters. The names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Machlah, Noah, Chaglo, Milcah, and Tirzah. These were the families of Manasseh, and them were counted 52,700. These are the descendants of Ephraim by their families. Of Shutlach, the family of Shutlachi. Of Bechir, the family of Bechi. Of Tachan, the family of Tachani. These are the descendants of Shatulech. Of Aaron, the family of Arani. These are the families of the descendants of Ephraim, according to those of them that were counted 32,500. These were the descendants of Joseph by their families. The descendants of Benjamin by their families were of Beli, the family of Beli, of Ashbel, the family of Ashbeli, of Achram, the family of Achramli, of Shufam, the family of Shufami, and of Hufam, the family of Hufimi. The sons of Bela were Ard and Naamam. Of Ard, the family of Ardi, and of Naaman, the family of Naami. These were the descendants of Benjamin by their families. Of them were counted 45,600. The descendants of Dan by their families were of Shukam, the family of Shukami. These are the families of Dan by their families, all the families of the Shukami, according to those of them that were counted 64,400. The descendants of Asher by their families, of Yimna, the family of Yimna, of Yishvi, the family of Yishvi, and of Bria, the family of Brii. Of the descendants of Bria, of Heber, the family of Hebri, and of Mikel, the family of Micheli. The name of Asher's daughter was Serach, These are the families of the descendants of Asher according to those of them that were counted 53,400. The descendants of Naphtali by their families, of Yichzel, the families of Yichzeli, of Guni, the family of Guni, of Yitzir, the family of Yitziri, and of Shilem, the family of Shilemi. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, those of them that were counted 45,400. Thus those were counted of the people of Israel numbered 601,730. Adonai said to Moshe, the land is to be parceled out among those as a possession to be inherited, according to the number of names. To those families with more persons you are to give a greater inheritance, and to those with fewer you are to give a smaller inheritance. Each family's inheritance is to be given according to the number counted in it. However, the land is to be awarded by lot. They will inherit according to the names of the tribes of their ancestors. By the inheritance is to be parceled out by lot between the families with more of those with fewer. Those counted among the Levi by their families were of Gershon, the family of the Gershoni, the Kahat, the family of the Kahati, the Miri, the family of Miri. These are the families of Levi, the families of the Livni, the family of Hevroni, the family of Mechli, the family of Mushi, the family of Karachi. Kahat was the father of Amram. The name of Amram's wife was Yochbed, the daughter of Levi, those born in Levi in Egypt, and she bore to Amram, Aaron, Moshe, and their sister Miriam. To Aaron was born Nadav, Avihu, Eleazar, Itamar. But Nadav and Abihu died as they offered the unauthorized fire before Adonai. Those males 1 month old or more counted to the Levi were 23,000. These were not included in the census of the people of Israel because no land for inheritance was given to them among the people of Israel. These are the ones counted by Moshe and Eleazar the Kohen, who took a census of the people of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. But there was not a man among them who had also been included in the census of Moshe and Aaron the Kohen. Thus they were enumerated the people of Israel in the Sinai desert, because Adonai had said of them, they will surely die in the desert. So there was none left of them, except Caleb and the son of Yephuneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. Then the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Mechir, the son of Menashiah, of the families of Menashiah, the son of Joseph, approached. These were the names of his daughters: Mechlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood in front of Moshe, Eleazar the Kohen, the leaders of the whole community, at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and said, our father died in the desert. He wasn't part of the group who assembled themselves to rebel against Adonai and Korach's group, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be eliminated from his family just because he didn't have a son? Give us property to possess along with our brothers and our father. Moshe brought their case before Adonai. Adonai answered Moshe, the daughters of Zelophehad are right in what they say. You must give them property to be inherited along with that of their father's brothers. Have what their father would have inherited passed to them. Moreover, say to the people of Israel, if a man dies and does not have a son, you are to have his inheritance passed to his daughter. If he doesn't have a daughter, give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If his father doesn't have brothers, give his inheritance to the closest relative in his family, and he will possess it. This will be a standard for judgment to be used by the people of Israel, as Adonai ordered Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, climb this mountain in the Avrim range, and look out the land which I am giving the people of Israel. After you have seen it, you too will be gathered to your people, just as Aaron, your brother, was gathered. Because in the Zin desert, When the community was disputing with me, you rebelled against my order to uphold my holiness by means of the water, with them looking on. This was Mirvat Kadesh spring in the Zin desert. Moshe said to Adonai, "Let Adonai, God of the spirits of all human beings, appoint a man to be over the community, to go out and come in ahead of them, to lead them out and bring them in, so that Adonai's community will not be like sheep without a shepherd." Adonai said to Moshe, "Take Joshua, the son of Nun, a spiritual man, and lay your hand on him. Put him in front of Eleazar, the Kohen, and the whole community, and commission him in their sight. Delegate to him some of your authority, so that the entire community of Israel will obey him. He is to present himself to Eleazar the Kohen, who is to find out by means of the Urim what Adonai will do, what Adonai's will is for Yehoshua's descendants. Then at his word they will go out, and at his word they will come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole community." Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him. He took Joshua, put him before Eleazar the Kohen and the whole community, laid hands on him, and commissioned him, as Adonai has said through Moshe.